and welcome. It's me, brand new Smith Landman Library, and today we're finally gonna play more Limbus Bus. I'm very excited, because we were literally outside the room where we're gonna meet a lot of wuthering. Let me speak, goddammit! It's me. We're outside the room where it happens, the room where it happens, the room where it happens. And I can't wait to speak to everyone and find out what the Limbus versions... We got to see the best character already. We've seen Nelly. Nelly's the best character. That much is indisputable in the Book of Wuthering Heights. But everyone else... I think we've heard Hindley's voice already. I don't know. Anyway, as you can see, I'm very excited to the point that I'm one or two clicks away from starting the story. I don't want to waste any time, but I will still say hello to everyone. Hi Nimby, hi Maxwell, hi Rahel, hello Benjamin, hello Exnum, hello Normal Size Phantom, hello Mark, hello Tinkek, welcome, hello any lurkers. And any vodders, welcome. Hoi hoi. Yeah. Now let's get in there. I need to see all these characters. I want to see the Kathy. Show me the Kathy. Well, the Catherine. Because, I don't know. Kathy's like a name her daughter was called. So, I don't know. I'm curious. I was just for sure. Well, that's Linton, and that's Hindley. I can tell you that much already. Linton, Hindley. Linton's a gentleman. Hindley's a piece of shit. Correct, one. I can't believe we're in Canto 6, just in time. I know, right? The Wuthering Heights movie is coming out very soon. So we're going to be traumatized in streams and traumatized in the cinema too. The timing can't... The fact that I also got the Christmas Canto on Christmas time as well. My timing could not be better. Two people sat by a dying hearth. Who's the one in the middle? I don't know yet. I can't tell. Jonathan. What's Jonathan? The old fart? Surrounded by their respective posse, it was quite apparent from the way they sat opposite of one another that their relationship was far from amicable. Could it be the middle? They are in the middle. On one end was a group of people dressed in mysterious masks, surrounding a jumpy-looking man, who looked like he was one little nudge away from hollering foul insults at everyone. Yep, that makes sense. On the other end was a group of people dressed in identical uniforms. Sinclair told me they were wearing the outfit that most manor employees wear to each other. One of them stood out, as he was the only one of them wearing a black suit. He appeared somewhat uncomfortable. It seemed as though he was in a great deal of pain by merely being... Howdy, howdy, hello Scholars of Iron. Why would they be the middle? Because they're in the middle of the screen, that's why. Yes. Careful on Cantos, especially this Canto, because I already have like at least some context because of the book, so be careful with vague posting for this. Yeah, that makes sense for Linton. And in between the two groups were fixers. I recognize their outfits, forsooth. They must be fixers from Oif. It's a number. Hello, Red Roach. You're in pain by merely existing. You're a Linton. Tis quite rare to even get a sighting of a single oil fixer. They require quite the momentous occasion to even grace us with their presence. Oi fee. Oi fee. It's the French. Oh. Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, six, sept, huit, ouf. Sept, huit, ouf, dix. So they're like 9? Oofy. Oofy. Shh. Shh. They are Swiss? I thought so. Aren't this... No. French men in the British manor? It's the French! Well, obviously things aren't going well if you have the French in the British manor. That's for sure. Umphy. We'll have time to ask for autographs later, alright? I had to coax Don Quixote, who was practically quivering from immediately running to them for signatures. Because we had unintentionally become the center of attention of the entire room. The center of a very negative attention. Canto Wuther on my heights. Hello, Legend. Welcome. Can't believe Brownie hates the French. I don't hate the French, but I can't say that the country I'm from and the French have very good histories. We had a 100-year war, don't you know? That's what autograph later. Dante learning to be a dad. Yes. Wrong number. I think Sinclair. Not Marissa. I see. German. I don't know my German very well. Josephine? Josephine? Wait a minute. As in, like, Joseph? Well, 0 out of 10 for accuracy. I can understand what she's saying. And she's not mentioning God every other sentence. Very British, but, you know, legible. So, very bad, Joseph. 0 out of 10. She is a man in the original, yes. She is a man with, like, the thickest Yorkshire accent. Even written down is hardly legible. And I had to read that shit out loud. It was hard. Congrats on your transition, Joseph. I feel like Joseph wouldn't approve of trans people, though. Because he was such a staunch Christian. Oh, that's... Altis is Joseph! Oh, good lord. Mr. JCP, not sure we haven't got the full law on region in the city. So her saying God could be weird. True, true. I have no idea. It's because it's Project Moon. Yeah, it was the right one I said. I didn't say Type Moon this time. Wonderful. They do the gender bending. They do the gender bending all the time. It's fine. But it's hilarious. I don't mind that they gender bended Joseph. I mind that we can understand what she's saying. Bygone, that vagabond has returned. A bloody shame, a Wutherites. Same old Josephine, huh? I mean, yeah, Type Moon does it more. True. Gender flip military commander cosplaying as gender flip Yorkshire maid. Yes. I'm looking at strutting about like he owns the place. Oh, mistress, the witness this travesty. Gosh, Josephine, that's quite enough. Don't mind her, Heathcliff. It's best land the Wutherites reduced to an asylum for vagabonds and drifters. If the mistress had been here to witness this tragic, deplorable state of affairs. Other than that, character's pretty accurate. Other than the lack of religion and lack of balls. Accurate. There was an old woman in the room who was muttering some choice words at us while staring with eyes full of hatred. Oh, hey, Hinley. You look like the piece of shit you deserve to be. Bryony making it just as incomprehensible as the... Yes! Exactly! Sounds like Bryony's vomited or something. Yes, this is what Josephine's lines should sound like. This is what she should sound like. I'm trying to make her more book accurate. The witness brigand returns. And quite delayed at that. How dare you show your face? Hindley, please, exercise some restraint. Oh my god, Linton's design is perfect. This very well kept, but clearly very, like, spindly, cowardly man. Perfect. Heathcliff, I hardly did expect your return. I just looked up the new movie cast, and they got a guy younger than me to play Joseph. No! They should have got David Bradley and had him do... Yes! That is the only accurate Joseph they ever could have. You have yet to let Catherine go, still. Oh, Nemlas. He looked... Oh, yeah, it is. It's like Miss Sinclair had a baba. True. It was clear that the two of these both been acquainted with Heathcliff for a while. But the nature of that acquaintance was more a long-standing hatred stemming from the deep history of contention they shared. Here's an average book Joseph text. What says David? That is exactly how Joseph is written in the book. One of the two was hardly hiding his hatred, allowing it to fully seize control of his words and actions, but the other one's hatred had sunk deep into his heart, boiling and writhing underneath. Correct. Oh, lordy. The British are playing the British Canto. Yes, indeed we are. Hello, Carmen. Voice of the distortion. I hope it's not my time to distort. I hope not. I want it. Right. I wasn't exactly expecting a grand welcome upon my return. But I ain't here to see your ugly mugs. It's like you always said, my base nature's just incapable of change. You changed your username a while ago. YouTube's done a thing, and a while ago it changed. My apologies. If you would like me to call you something else, then please let me know. As though he was used to this kind of scorn and humiliation. Yes, he definitely was. No. Brandy just thought a giant teapot. I mean, yes, that is what I would become. But still, no. The man in black turns away as though it would degrade him to even entertain him with an answer. But this man called Hindley... You unscrupulous shite! You bloody animal! No, a thing lesser than a savage beast. I'll give you, like, 1 cent to... tempting, but no. Jumped from his seat, his face turning bright red from anger. By the looks of it, you found yourself a brand of vagrants and vagabonds just like you, eh? Crawling back to see if there's something worth pilfering from this place. Hindley does in fact look more homeless than him. Hindley looks more homeless than him, even if Heathcliff had just been in his normal outfit. You lot! Beat his ass and teach him a lesson. Break a bone or two. No orders from boss. This is strange. This isn't in the book. No strange masked people in the book. Shut it! I'm your boss's boss! I hired him, and the rest of you. I don't expect these bone-headed fools to give you much trouble anyway. Head of bone? What on earth is this fellow speaking of? Is this something I'm too... Is this British? Is this something I'm too Korean to understand? He's just expressing his explicit desire to get his ass beat. And since he asked for it... Those are the Dead Rabbit Syndicate. A gang he... Oh, those guys! Is this a metaphor? Kill the rabbits. Kill the wabbit. They're furries, that's all. That makes sense. Then we should murder the... No, I don't know. Furries are usually pretty nice. Mons! What? All of my heights and call me a biscuit. Welcome, Mons. Hello, NSFW man. Y'all sure do love sending spoilers that will be mentioned if you know. Thank you. Oh, these really bad in the mirror dungeons, that's poo-poo.
제 상태가 좋지 않네요. 사소하지만 상황은 좋아지겠어요.
목을 콱 물어버리자고.
No, first French, now furries. I know, it's getting crazy. Hello, NSFW man. I'm not homeless and he's with that sad, bro. You need to find a bus with some weirdos in it. It's hard to catch spoilers because I need mods specifically that have played it, and I don't have many of those. But that's fine. I don't have trouble. I have a win rate button. No, God. I don't know if I trust you. Can I trust Carmen? Honestly, Howdy, the fact that I haven't made you a mod yet is kind of Howdy, would you mind if I gave you mod powers? Just for spoiler stuff. Is that okay? Hello, Sunny. How about for every death in game, Bri gets smaller and she disappears when the stream ends? I won't die in the game that often. Then I want to start making comment a mod. Sounds like how we got in this Limbus Company mod. Exactly! I may 100% be judging you by your username right now. You could be a rather upstanding fella, lady, or non-binary for all I know, but... I want to start random grade 9s into elf threats, but would you duh?
이제야 회사가 정상으로 돌아갔네. 이번 제압은 끝이야. 너희들도 고생 많았어.
I do love Thumb Mersault. He is trusting Khan is like sleeping next to a hungry lion. The moment I get everyone fired, everyone's getting kicked. Yeah, so Benjamin's never becoming a mod. I avoid responsibilities like the plague. There's also a chance I will leave midway stream. Fair enough, Howdy. I appreciate your honest answer. Carmen, I'm not making you a mod. I don't know you well enough. Good. Now, I'll separate the bones from your flesh and personally introduce you to your own skull. Oi, lads! A casual yet powerful voice booms across the hall, immediately breaking the tension in the room. I was gonna, just for a minute, get some water. What the hell happens here? This is one big feckin' manor, eh? Would have been faster to go bucket a cup of water from the well myself. Boss, we have a guest. Classic, say vroom vroom. Yes, everyone say vroom vroom when a spoiler is put in, and I will not read anything past the vroom vrooms. You can all be mods, but with vroom vrooms. So that's their boss. Yes, executive manager. It is immediately obvious from the way he walks and from the way he carries himself that he is someone quite experienced in combat. Right on time, your lackeys are lacking. How could they let these group of no-name hooligans knock on their asses? If that's what it takes to avoid spoilers, Brum the magic car it is. I loved that show as a kid. Go on, show him the meaning of pain. Looks like I've got to give my men some proper demonstration. The boss confidently strode towards Heathcliff, then gave him a playful smack on the back of his head. Oi, lad! Ain't the first thing we do when we come calling back into your neighbourhood is give a quick hello to your dear old boss. Where'd you leave your manners? Huh? You lot, wipe that stupefied look from your faces and bow before him. Come on, hurry up. Show some bloody respect. What? No. So I'm guessing the dead rabbits didn't use the masks back when Heathcliff was part of... I know, I'm in my element here. I don't even have to think about accents at all because everyone's got my accent, so it's fine. The man waded past both the aftermath of the brawl and the heavy tension that filled the manor like he was out on a stroll. He just walked into the middle of it all and then put an arm around Heathcliff's shoulder. It was the kind of friendly gesture that someone who's known Heathcliff for a long, long time could do. How's Line? Fun fact, the dead rabbits were Irish American. That makes sense. Makes sense in terms of the book. Yeah, I couldn't take more. Catherine time. Time for our toxic lady. Boss. Matthew. Right on, you muppet. You've been gone for so long that people don't even recognize your infamous mad crony. Mad crony? You've been known... You've known that vagrant far long. Why haven't you told me so? I hardly imagine you'd be interested in hearing about every little friend I made back when we were just another gang rolling in the sweaty, muddy streets. Boss, why are you working for this blighter? Wait, no, but... That mask, those rabbit ears. Wait, you're still with the dead rabbits? Yeah, we've changed a tad, eh? Remember, lad, back in the day, we all needed to crack some Addams family heads. Was some tattered scuff around one arm and bottles of beer on tab. We even named one of them beers after you, didn't we? The pub that used to sell that beer closed shop a few weeks ago. Ain't got much business around with that dreadful rumour keeping everyone home nowadays. What? The Wolves foreclosed? Bloody hell. Yeah, Adam's family is dead, apparently. Yeah. The Adams family. They'll be happy in the graveyard, to be fair. Hopefully they got buried in a nice spooky graveyard. Oh, I suppose I'm leaving you out the loop, eh? Well, allow me to introduce you to this gaffer. He was a boss of the old syndicate I used to run with. Well, all friends of yours, eh? Joined some posh proper company after running out on us out of nowhere, did you? Heathcliff. Good thinking ideas, yeah. Well, things just worked out that way. Are all them lads and lasses your lackeys? Blimey, you got a walking timepiece with you too. You daft bastard. You certainly moved up in the world, eh? Lackeys? Ishmael glared at Heathcliff with a look that could kill, but she decided to hold her silence and merely shook her head in disbelief. She probably decided it was not worth the trouble. So, what's up with the masks, boss?
왜? 이상하냐?
What? Is it Oz?
유행이
Our
하는
trends
게
change with the
똑같은
times,
거야.
lads.
어깨에
The time
톡
for
들어가는
scarves with
스카프를
rabbit embroidery is long past. Scarves with rabbit embroidery? Oh, come on. That would have been so nice. Ah, that's so. Looks a bit. Course not. Who would think? Who would you think we are? We, the dead rabbits, ain't the bookish rabble that follows the coattails of some naff trend. You've really not once returned to this place since you left, have you?
이 저택을
No, when I left this manor, and eventually the dead rabbits, I
성공해서 내 발로
made a
돌아오기
promise to
전까지
myself that I'd not return. It does look like Heath is the boss with the bunch of citizens. That's true. Heathcliff does look like the boss right now. It is a easy mistake to make. There are 3 factions of the rabbit thing. I can think of 2. We've got the rabbit part of our corp. Are there Heisho rabbits? There are Heisho rabbits. That's the 3rd one. There we go. There is 3. I remembered them all. It does look like he has red eyes.
다시는 어설픈 발걸음조차
Not even a
하지
step
않게
closer to this
해주십시오.
place, though I've made something of myself. Not until I can return as a successful man.
하긴, 너는 우리랑
Well, you've always
어울리지
hated this
않게
place.
이곳을
Even when you were one of us.
있잖냐, 히스클리프.
I got news for you, Heathcliff.
우린 이제
We're no longer the same lowly backstreet gang you're familiar with.
드디어 우리도
I suppose we also moved up in the world. Someone from the ring, who'd been keeping their eyes on us, plucked us right off the streets into their fold. And that we're bigger now. We're one of the up-and-coming syndicates. Congrats? Question mark? I don't know about the ring very much, so good for you, I guess.
약지 중에서도 야수파 출신인가?
Must be forfeits of the ring, then. They're the only ones who'd outfit their underlings with these cheap, tacky animal masks.
그럼
The ring is artistic fanatics. Oh, that kind of makes sense. Because I love trying to piece together how the ring syndicates work with, like, their name of the finger. Obviously, I've stated a few of them quite easily. I still don't quite get the middle, other than it being a giant fuck you to anyone who pisses them off. The ring being artist fanatics kind of does make sense, because the ring finger is the ring finger, because that's like a romantic and artistic idea. When you're... Yeah, a little shy. I'm the top boss of the dead rabbits now.
형님.
Middle is indeed a giant middle finger. Yeah. Boss. Remember what you always used to say when we filled each other out with more than 3 bottles of beer? What we drank was some lousy beer made from halfway rotten wheat, Heathcliff. All that I remembered is, come the next morn, was pounding headache and the light feeling of our empty pockets. You used to tell me that it hurt like hell every time one of your own men came back to hurt us. Even the recruits. Like they hurt not just any underling, but an extension of you. I knew you'd make it big one day, boss. Well, suppose drunk me knew how to wax poetic. I knew it was you, Matthew. The mask threw me off for a moment, boss. What a sorry sight this is. He can only hand 3. I know, absolutely. He's British. He should be able to handle at least 6 pints. Come on. I sincerely apologize to you two sweethearts for crashing your tearful reunion. But the point is, while you're wandering the streets wasting away the best years of your life on the road, Matt's made something of himself, which is why I hired him as my bodyguard. You hear me? Hindley, ew. Hindley, ew! Happiness. Other people being happy? He's allergic to such things. Not like you and your merry band of no-name second-rate hooligans. I could think of more than a few sinners who would have gotten angry enough to brandish their weapons at such an insult. But they all seem to remember that responding to such insults with violence only begot pointless turmoil. So instead, they all began sighing heavily in an attempt to vent some of their pent-up anger. I'm so proud that they've all learned. I'm so proud of you guys. Hindley is #1 hater. 100%. No. Okay, maybe in Limbus, Hindley is #1 hater. But in the book, it's Heathcliff. Hindley, you seem to be sorely mistaken. This isn't the same winter you thrashed me, you treated me like an indentured servant, and abused me like a hound. Alex and I have spent many days and nights in imagining tearing that foul tongue from your gob. But Heathcliff glanced briefly in our direction. Even a poor soft like myself found a place to belong. Oh, Heathcliff! Went on adventures to places you couldn't even imagine. Learned a thing or two from them. So I feel bad for you, mate. We don't even know what they drink in the back streets. Considering the mortality rate and depression, their drinks probably need to be really strong. True. Sinners didn't cave heads in for 5 minutes upon meeting him. We have grown. We have grown. Heathcliff had character development. Yeah, Hindley just stewed. Eh? Because you really haven't changed one bit. Besides. The hell is that rag you're wearing? You look more like a drifting vagabond than I do. What? What? You insolent fool! The man's been saying some really nasty stuff about us. But he doesn't even look like someone that's worth arguing with. Yeah, mate. Did you even check yourself in the mirror in the last week? God better look at you so down in the dumps, Hindley. Of course, we had no way of knowing what Hindley looked like in the past, but we could pretty easily tell that he was far from the most stable person in the room. He's unhindled. Unhinged. Maybe Hindley needs to get on the bus with 14 other lunatics and gather funny artifacts for him to have character growth. Yes! Hindley's magical adventure. You fucking bastard! Now, Mr. Hindley, why don't you have a seat on the sofa and calm down? Be more considerate of our boys standing in the corner watching the whole thing go down, eh? They don't even get these comfy-looking leather sofas. Hindley grumbled for a moment before slumping down on the sofa. And even that simple action was stumbling and pathetic. I see what happened. He let the alcohol consume him, and not the other way around. Fell into a big, nasty barrel with no way out. I've seen the same look on some sailors. Failing to pull themselves out of that habit would lead them straight into a merciless maws of the lake. Not even a trace of them would be left. Well, this man's still my client. Mr. Hindley hired me for some job, which is why I'm here at Wuthering Heights. Job? Catherine's hosting this banquet, ain't she? Just what kind of job could possibly need the dead rabbit's help here? What? banquet? Well, I suppose there's one thing that hasn't changed with time. It's that witless, useless, idiotic brain of yours, you absolute dullard. Hello, Kevlar, welcome. Hindley,
제발 그만하게.
please cease this at once. I implore you.
내 저택에서
I do not wish to see my manners sullied by such foul obscenity. Linton owns Wuthering Heights right now. Now that's very interesting. Linton has never owned Wuthering Heights in the book. This is not your home, Linton. It's mine. It's my manor. You're the one who sullied this noble Wuthering Heights, my birthright bestowed upon me by my father, by taking it from me by the means of trickery. Was your own family manor too small for you, Edgar Linton? Oh, your oh so noble Edgar family.
에드가 가문?
Edgar family?
소리 지르고 떼를 써서 물건을 뺏어갈 나이.
The time for whining, crying, and throwing a tantrum to get what you want is long past. I wonder what disease Linton got so bad that no one in the city tech could save him. Victorian disease. No one can be cured from, you know, Victorian mystery disease. Gregor has the Linton ID. That makes sense. Baldwell's for some milksop who's about to choke himself to death on air!
힌들리 씨, 물러나십시오.
Please maintain your distance, Mr. Hindley. I've seen mongrels more loyal than you lot. I was your master only a few years ago. Have you cast aside your memories as well? When did your as well as your loyalty?
그만하세요, 힌들리님.
Cease at once, Master Hindley. The butlers have all left Hindley Earnshaw behind, as you are very well aware yourself.
자, 너희들도
And you too, butlers. We do not want to make any further trouble.
알겠습니다.
Understood, Chief Butler Nelly. Nelly being the best, as usual. Super Panoma. Being like a millionaire is only middle class in the city. You should hate. No. I have very mixed feelings about Linton. My main thought on Linton is you shouldn't stick your dick in crazy, and this is what you get for it. Whereas this is a very different Linton. One, like I said, Linton never owned Wuthering Heights. That is very interesting. Heathcliff was the one who came back and bought it off Hindley because Hindley had a lot of debts. And Heathcliff came back with basically a fortune and was like, I'll pay off all your debts if you give me Wuthering Heights. After a brief silence, Heathcliff finally brought up the question he'd been stewing for so long. Linton's status is the name, but he's Lint.
캐서린은 어디 있는 거야, 넬리?
Nelly? Where is Catherine?
알잖아, 캐서린은
You must know Nelly. That Catherine never did like these commotions.
이렇게 많은 손님이
So many
자기 집
guests
한복판에서
making so
소리라도
much
지른다면
noise in her home. She won't be pleased.
그랬지.
I suppose she never did.
나 아까부터
I've been
캐서린의
keeping
기분을
the
상대하고
volume in
싶지
check
않아서
because I didn't want to
계속
offend her,
목소리를
but
낮추고 있단 말이야.
it's getting harder and harder to keep it down. There was a look of unfathomable, unmeasurable grief on both Linton and Nelly. Hindley was absently mumbling some foul language at the ceiling, and Heathcliff probably sensed from this ineffable, dark, and ominous silence that something was terribly wrong. It was settling in for us as well. After all we'd been through in this journey, This kind of silence was all too familiar.
개소리는 대체 왜 안 나오고 있는 건데?
Where is
표정은 왜들
Catherine?
다 그따위고?
What's that dour look on everyone?
미안 히스클리프.
I'm
나는
terribly sorry, Heathcliff. I...
미안하다는
Why? Why are you
왜
sorry?
하냐고?
What the hell are you sorry about? Kathy's dead?
히스클리프,
Heathcliff,
나는 이 분위기의 배경이 된
I may
사실을
have a
유추할
correct
수 있다.
assumption as to what this silence indicates. Mersault's like, hey, Heathcliff, I read the room! Heathcliff, I read the room!
그러므로 통상적인
So I have no
표현으로서
other choice but to tell
너에게
you,
지금 매우
as it is common
불가능한
courtesy to do
말을
so.
할 수밖에
And I
없다.
am very sorry to hear that.
아니,
What the fuck?
알아듣게 얘기해봐.
Can't you talk normally for once?
이걸 너에게 어떻게 전해야 할지.
Hardly know how to tell you this, but
캐서린 아가씨는
Miss Catherine
여기 없어.
isn't here anymore. Before the reveal, take a guess at what's happening now. So, I mean, it's implying right now that Catherine is dead. And I don't want Catherine to be dead. I mean, are we gonna get the reveal of Catherine too? Her and Linton's baby? That she died in childbirth? It's kind of fun that Mersault is the one to notice and comfort Heathcliff first. Yeah, I feel like Mersault was like, we need to rip the band-aid off. Go. And, like, he's blunt enough that he doesn't mind. That's kind of my guess, is that maybe if Catherine is gone, Catherine has died in childbirth, and we have baby Catherine.
여기 없다는 게 어떤?
What do you mean, she's not?
캐서린은
Catherine,
죽었다.
she's dead. Yeah, that makes sense. She died in the book too, so I knew that was bad. That makes sense. Aww. Certified boohoo dead wife. Catherine. No. Catherine has taken a long vacation with the fishies. She has. But what was it, is the question. Was it childbirth, or was it the mysterious Victorian illness? Which is a question I have for the book as well, because it wasn't so good. Catherine's so good, we got Catherine 2. Catherine 2 exists! Yeah, don't spoil shit. Yeah, Victorian disease. Victorian disease, that wonderful thing in all the Victorian novels where people just die of nondescript fevers and illness. Linton looked up at Heathcliff. His eyes were bloodshot.
내 말대로
As you said
얼굴
earlier,
보는 것도
none of
불쾌하기만
us
했던
are here
네가
to see each other's
이곳에 왜
ugly
다 모여
mucks.
있다고 생각하는
But
건가?
the reason could we possibly have to reconvene like this?
무슨
아.
미친 소리를?
Can't be real. What kind of insane?
자,
Oh lordy! They're so fabulous. The drip, the frills. I love it. Oh wait, if they're here because of a death and they're wearing all black, are they like funeral people, funeral fixers? In the book, she drama queened herself to death. That's it. That's exactly how it happened. Victorian disease of my house be stuffy. That. Victorian disease is actually pneumonia? Oh. Now, fixers of the OIF Association have remained silent throughout the entire commotion, suddenly spoke up.
약속한 시간이 다
The
되었습니다.
promised hour is come.
고인
Mr. Hinley
개서리님의
Earnshaw, a blood relative of
켄들리
the
언쇼
deceased.
씨, 고인
Mr.
개서린의
Linton
남편이었던
Egger, the spouse
린튼
of the
에드가
deceased.
씨, 마지막으로
And Mr. Heathcliff,
유언에서
an individual
언급되었던
mentioned by name in the will.
히스클리프 씨. 이렇게 모두가 한 자리에
Now that the
모였으니
three relevant parties are all present, we, the executors of the deceased's will, may begin the ceremony.
이제 의뢰자 캐서린님의 유언
The first
집행을
order of business will be
시작하도록
the
하겠습니다.
execution of Miss Catherine's will.
우리는
Thus commences this solemn occasion of Miss Catherine's funeral rites, as per the deceased's wishes, and the will shall be read aloud here, at Miss Catherine's manor, in attendance of all those present. Then,
잠깐만.
no,
너
You-
나불거리지 말고
Stop.
잠깐 멈춰봐.
shut up for a second.
누구의 장례식이라고?
Whose funeral rites? And
누가?
what was that about a spouse? Oh no, Heathcliff doesn't know! Heathcliff doesn't know! Oh no. The man they called Linton rose from his seat for the first time since we arrived here. After you abandoned this place with nary a word to her, Catherine immediately turned to me. When we married, then we married. Every waking hour we spent together filled with happiness and joy. We were happy to the very last day, to her very last breath.
개소리하지 마.
Shut, you stupid gob. Oh lordy. Oh, this explains why Heathcliff has been such a nice person in this. Obviously he was still very violent and everything like that. But the biggest trigger in the book for Heathcliff going crazy and fucking up everyone is the fact that she married Linton, not him. Oh, fuck.
난이 저택에
The
발걸음을 한
moment I set
순간부터
foot in this manor,
개소리네 날 부르는 소리를
I
들었어.
heard her voice. I felt her presence. So what the bloody hell are you even talking about?
소리 하는 거야?
This has to be some ploy. Those fucking bastards. They must have... This can't. Heathcliff paused for a moment, struggling to find his words. This can't be how it ends.
그녀의 시체라도 갖다
I
놔.
won't believe a single shite coming out your mouth till I see her body with my own eyes. Where is she? Bring her in now! Quite a repulsive sight. The least you could have done was to show some proper respect for the dead. But I suppose even the bare minimum was too much to expect from someone like...
히스클리프, 네 기분은
I
알겠으니까
understand how you
신중하고
feel,
잘해.
Heathcliff, so please calm yourself and take a seat. I was married to Catherine Heath. It's on paper. We're married, Heath. So... We are so married and in love and married. Did I mention we were married? Yeah. The fact that Heathcliff hasn't had his character development moment from the book being the reason his character is nicer is hilarious. It kind of is, isn't it? Like, he was always quite angry because Hindley treated him like shit. And that's kind of what made him angry. But what really threw him off the deep end was the marriage. You gotta go, Carmen? Well, have a lovely day, Carmen. Go distort some people. Have a good time. Get your hands off me! You can't just decide for me that she's dead. I won't accept any of this, not till I see Kathy with my own eyes.
경고합니다.
Warning. Should this interruption to the will reading continue, we will have to resort to use of force to ensure the full execution of this will. Shut up. You don't know shite, so shut your fucking mouth. The best revenge Heath can do is marry Linton instead. Yes! Heathcliff was gasping. The sheer monumentousness. Big emotions. I'm really sorry to ask this right now, but can I speak to you in a while? I mean, I'm probably going to bed after this. Please give me a summary DM as to what you want to talk about, and I'll see if I can get back to you after the end of the stream. Toxic Yuri. overwhelmed him. It looked as though he was going to lunge at anyone who even dared to get close. I could hardly tell whether it was sorrow or wrath that came over him. Heathcliff, why don't you look in the mirror yourself? What a pathetic mess you become. It doesn't matter what posh garb plebs like you wrap yourself in. That filth from your low birth seeps right through the fabric at the slightest provocation. You'll eventually see Catherine's corpse, all right. It's all part of the funeral process, so don't be in such a hurry to get there. I can't wait to see how well she's resting out after what she's done to me.
힌들리님, 히스클리프님.
They are amazing. Look at these fabulous men.
당장 자리에 앉아주실 것을
Mr. Hindley
명령합니다.
Ershaw, Mr. Heathcliff,
이것은 최종
we
경고입니다.
order that both of you immediately return to your seats. This is your final warning. Manager Esquire, we must do all to none. Fixers of the OIF may even execute those involved, should there be a breach of contract. I ill wish to see Heathcliff executed, nor do I wish to have battle with honourable fixers of the OIF Association. I agree with Don Quixote. There is no need for us to get involved in an unnecessary conflict, but I don't think Heathcliff's going to listen to us. I don't even know if there's anyone who can talk Heathcliff down when he's that agitated.
여기까지입니다.
You have refused to comply. Blech! We had no choice but to watch as the fixers of the OIF Association struck Heathcliff with their weapons, and he fell to his knees with a painful cry. Y.S.
말씀하시오.
Do speak,
그 이상
not
아니다.
you.
그럼에도
Speak
말씀하시오.
still, your intentions notwithstanding.
이상하군.
You,
너희
stop.
그대로 멈춰.
All of you. Something is off about this whole thing.
이 자를 대신에 할 말이 있으십니까?
Would you like to speak for this individual?
라고 말할 뻔했지만
What?
그냥
Was
가만히 있는 게 좋을 거라고 마음을
was
바꿨습니다.
what was she going to say? But she decided to remain silent in favor of not getting in trouble. Right.
뭘
Uh-huh.
하는 거지, 벌량?
What are you doing, BG? Bug guy?
류슈,
Yoshi, I understand that seeing our fellow sinners smacked around like that can be pretty aggravating, but
당신까지 나서버리면
once you get involved, peace will simply no longer be an option. Didn't know you cared so much about Heathcliff, Ryoshu.
말 더.
NC. Ryoshu flicked her cigarette indifferently, as though she was no longer interested. No comment. You bastards. Fine. Let's crack some skulls then, shall we? This is fine. It is not, but Heathcliff stumbled to his feet with the club in his hand, glaring at everyone that stood before him.
최초 대응만으로
I see that you are still
협조하지
refusing to
않으시는
comply
겁니까?
despite our initial attempt.
1분 내로 무기를
Should you
내려놓지
refuse
않을
to let go of your weapon within the next
다음
minute,
절차를
we will have no
이행하겠습니다.
choice but to escalate our next steps.
차고 놔버리고
I couldn't care less about your steps.
보여주지 않으면
Gimme Catherine, or none of us are leaving this manor alive.
뒤지는 거야.
You lot, me, we're going 6 feet under. Heathcliff!
물어, 시계 대가리!
Shut it, clockhead! This ain't the time to bring up shite like company rules! Stay out of me way!
전 아무 말도
I
못하겠어요.
don't have anything to say. If someone that important to me died,
사람이 죽었다는 걸 알게
I'd be
되면
blinded and deafened to all reason too.
이제 히스,
Yep, the neckie's
지금
gone.
엄청 화나고 답답한 건
Hey,
알겠어.
Heath, I
하지만
understand
이대로 가면
how
우리는-
angry and frustrated you must be, but you can't.
자,
Shut your trap, all of you! Don't you dare touch me unless you want your face carved in two.
히스클리프, 한숨 자고 일어나자.
It's nap time, Heathcliff. Nelly! Now, the Wuthering Heights book, you know those memes where there's like the giant book and then like 3 pages? The giant book is Wuthering Heights. The 3 pages is Wuthering Heights if Nelly could do that. Huh.
방금 맨손으로 히스클리프를 눕힌 거야?
Did she just knock him out with her bare hands?
게다가 꿀밤 한 방으로?
It wasn't even a punch, it was just a light tap.
호흡은 정상적이다.
His breathing is stable. It appears she gave the nerve on the back of his head a pierce, focused strike, which led to his loss of consciousness.
전혀 군더더기 없는
I don't mean to include spoilers,
리스크
but
움직임이라고 해야겠죠?
Winscape push.
마치 저희 집안에
What flawless execution of that move. I can certainly say that I've seen something like that before. Reminds me of my family's.
클리프군이
Don Quixote, what? We nearly got some lore about Hong Lu. Hong Lu doesn't speak a lot. Sir Heathcliff hath been defeated with a single fell strike.
이 정도의 기술은 가지고
Every
있어야
self-respecting
진정한
butler has to
부하라고
be
할 수
equipped with
있죠.
one such move.
아이가 안 잔다고 20시간
What other
동안
choice
거실에
have we when the child fusses and fusses for 20 hours instead of going to sleep?
For, 바로 눕자마자
Forsooth, I can
정말로
say with competence that I can immediately sunder into dreamlands upon tucking myself into bed for truth.
자인은 아니더라도 무기를 놓았고
Though it was not by his own violation, we have confirmed that he is no longer in possession of a weapon and has been subdued.
잠시 진정 시간을 10분 정도
We will allow for a
가진
10-minute recess to let things calm down for a moment.
진행하겠습니다.
Then we will proceed as planned. What if Nelly just punched everyone? That is the Wuthering Heights I need to see. Wuthering Heights. Nelly's sick of everyone's shit. Excuse me, Lady Nelly?
넬리님이라니
Lady Nelly?
넬리라고 불러주세요.
No need for such honorifics. Please, just call me Nelly.
린튼이라는 분이
The
데려오신
contractor that
저 고용인분들은
Mr. Linton Edgar brought,
이
they
호텔에서
once
일하셨던 분들인
worked
거죠?
at this manor, right?
맞아요.
Yes, indeed. Some butlers from the Earnshaw, like myself, followed Miss Catherine to Master Linton's. Of course, most of Master Linton's butlers are from his own Edgar family.
그럼 린튼 씨가 명령만
So-
내린다면
He gives the order to attack us, Lady Nelly would...
그게 무슨 말도 안
Oh,
되는
pish-posh, ridiculous.
캐서린님의 직접
I was a butler in
버틀러였어요.
direct service of Miss Catherine.
린튼 도련님이 아무리 제 바지가랑이를 붙잡고 애를
Young
못
Master
꺼내도
Linton could plead and beg all he wants, but I won't be taking his side.
저희 근데
Wuthering Heights, but what if Nelly was allowed to beat everyone up? Yes! There is truly no profession. I should do that. I should write the Wuthering Heights, but Nelly gets to punch everyone. I might do that as a fun writing thing.
버틀러가 정확히 어떤
What
직업이에요?
exactly are the butlers?
버틀러?
Butlers, forsooth! I am quite well acquainted with this matter. They are
집구석에나 처박혀
house dogs
주인에게
on
목줄
tight
잡힌
leash,
개들.
groveling for their masters.
누구보다 믿음직스럽고
The most
충직한
trustworthy and
분들이랄까요?
loyal people ever known, I'd say. Fixers bound to families! Nice, got you. Some great up you fellas are. Well, I'm glad that I'm not the only one out of the loop for once.
그래도 버틀러에 대해 곧바로 아시는 분도 있네요.
At least some of you know who we butlers are. It is a rather rare occupation. Not so many people even know we exist.
돈좀 있는 집에서 났을 테니.
Doesn't sound like most normal folk have a reason to know anything about them.
돈좀 있는 집에
Unless they're in a
그런
position
부여야만
where they have no
하는
choice but to work at rich folks' homes.
우리 중에 해결사를 좀
Well, one of us is quite
좋아하는
a
사람이
passionate fan of fixers.
그렇군요.
Quite. Oh, I'm very pleased to know that our dear Heathcliff has made some very intelligent friends. Lady Nelly,
내 버스로
I promise thee that once I make my return to the bus, I shall have my hands on the butler figurine I have given up on acquiring. It shall stand tall in the front row of my display shelf. I mean, I have like this. I have a nice little coat on, which could be butlery, I suppose. Butlers are ex-figures. Gebbera in a maid outfit, yes. Dawn got praise for her hyperfixation, yes. Don Quixote's eyes were practically exploding with joy at having her fixer obsession positively acknowledged and accepted for once.
버틀러들은 말이요.
Allow me to explain. Butlers are fixers indeed, yet they are rather distinct from most fixers thou hast encountered thus far. A fixer oft refers to those who accept contracts as part of an association or an office. Alas, there exists a distinction when it comes to butlers. Butlers join families or manors to serve them, and only them, on long-term contracts. Forsooth, like any other fixers, butlers may be hired by a single person to serve them, and only them as well. Hello, Lothair, Heathcliff, welcome. Did someone say Gebra made of it? Yes, we did. What if Gebra became a butler? Do note that our service is not limited to combat. We also conduct household management and care as well. It also must be mentioned that proficiency in many fields is necessary to be a respected butler. It's no easy occupation, mind you. They are anime butlers, yes, correct. Yet, from what I have learned, to hire a butler is to pay an inordinate amount of salary. Indeed, while butlers are oh so busy, we are promised expensive compensation at every contract extension, with stable bonuses such as pensions. Many famous association fixers also retire as butlers as well. I was once a butler in service of Miss Catherine's family, and was transferred to Master Linton Edgar's family to join their ranks when she married him. Still, after a rather peaceful, mutual debate, we came to the conclusion that I would be assuming the position of chief butler, leader of the butlers in that household.
그렇구만.
Ah, totally peaceful. I'm really sure it was one peaceful transfer of power. Oh, it is quite fascinating to imagine that even Sir Heathcliff had once been a tiny barn. How was he in his youth? He was quite the special child. I do not believe that I would have become chief butler had it not been for him. Oh, what a lovely boy he was. Lovely. Quite. I mean, the butlers seem quite strong. Maybe like grade 4, grade 5. So basically, Roland didn't have a tragic backstory. He could have retired and become a butler. Yeah! Maybe he could have become a butler and like supported his family, and maybe his family could have moved in with some rich bitches. Lovely, quite. maybe him and his waifu should have became butlers together. Roland did a maid outfit, Roland did a maid outfit, Roland did a maid. Oh my gosh. Oh la 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 la. Sorry, there's been a lot of acting has been going on in this stream. Is Lockwood in this? Probably not. Surely not. Ah! I'm going back to the MSC. Ugh. Are you okay, Heathcliff? Oh, that's classic Nelly technique. A secret technique to send us into the dreamlands. Been a while. I'm terribly sorry, Heathcliff. I was hoping to avoid having to use the sleepy smack on you, and not after a reunion like this. Is it true, Nelly? Thank you for the follow! Is Catherine really gone? Yes. And Miss Catherine wrote your name into her will. Her will, huh? We should at least give it a listen to hear why she mentioned Heathcliff. Heathcliff sat down wordlessly. So, was this manor Miss Catherine's? Well, it used to be young Master Hindley's once, then... Catherine, that shrew, stabbed me in the back. Hello, Bacon. Welcome. Why don't you elaborate on that injustice, Linton? Share the tale of how Catherine and Linton Edgar stabbed me in the back. How the pair you destroyed me.
정당한 방식이야.
There was no injustice. It was done in a perfectly legal manner. Bring the case to T-Corp courts if you wish. It will change absolutely nothing. The Officer Association fixer carrying a piece of paper stepped between Hindley and Linton's as two men continue to growl at each other. The allotted recess has expired. We will now proceed to the inheritance bequeathment will reading. This is the will of the deceased. It has been verified via multiple tests and screenings that no counterfeiting or tampering of similar nature has occurred.
저 사람들이 위조를 검증한다면 저 사람들은
They're
누가
verifying
거야?
it? It's a counterfeit or not? Who verifies? They're not just straight up lying about it.
동의.
Good question.
업계 관행이라는
Maybe
것일까요?
it's just a standard industry practice.
그리고 캐서린 씨께서는
Miss Catherine has requested that this letter be read in an audience of 3 attendees.
모두의 앞에서 낭독하라
Before the
하셨습니다.
bequeathment of personal property commences,
지금부터
I will now
그
read the full
유언장의
contents of her will.
시작.
드디어
At last,
모두가 한 자리에 모였구나.
you are all gathered here.
부디 이번만큼은
My only wish is that my words would be met with respect, without hostility among you. We've already kind of failed at that one, but you know, we'll try again. For you, Kathy.
화를 내는 사람은 없었으면
I hope
좋겠어.
that none of you become intense during
한
this
번뿐인
occasion.
내 장례식이잖아.
It's my one and only funeral after all. Too late, Kathy.
그리고 지금의 나는
I am
전혀
at peace.
고통스럽거나
There is no
괴롭지도 않아.
pain, no suffering where I am.
그러니 내 죽음을 안타깝게 생각하는 일도
So do not
없었으면 해.
consider my death a tragic one,
나는 나만의 천국에 이르렀을
because by the time
거니까.
you are hearing this, I must have reached my own heaven.
하지만 그렇다고 해서 슬퍼하지
This is not
말라는
to
건
say
아니야.
that you mustn't let sorrow into your hearts.
눈물은 마음껏
Weep if
흘려.
you will,
그래야 날 진심으로 사랑한다는
so that
마음이
you may
느껴질
feel your
테니까.
grief and know that you have truly loved me.
워더링 하이츠,
Wuthering Heights,
낡고
an
황량한
old,
저택.
desolate manor.
난 이곳을 많이 무서워했지.
I've always been afraid of this place.
매일같이
Fear
악몽을
and
꾸고
nightmares would
거기를
consume
했지만
me every night.
이제야
But now that I stand
죽음에
before
이르러서야
the end of my
이
life,
저택을 있는 그대로
I have come to
받아들이기로
accept
했어.
this manor for what it is, a fucking curse.
이제 이 저택을
This manor which I will leave
나의 남편
to my husband,
린튼 에드가에게 남길게.
Linton Edgar.
나를 계속 기억하며
Keep this manor and remember me by its presence. What the damn it.
그리고
And my brother Hindley,
하나뿐인 내 오빠.
my one and only brother. Right!
나도
I
그런
knew
거
you'd
볼
be
걸
in there somewhere. Hindley's legs began to shake nervously, and so did his
빚이 매우
voice.
많은 상황이라고
I
들었어.
heard that you are mired in quite heavy debt,
매일같이 술과
and
도박을
that you
일상적으로
have
하는
been
것들.
spending most of your days drinking and gambling.
그래서 나는
So I...
제발.
Come on, Catherine, give me something.
뭐라도 내
Anything.
M사에 있는 어비스 트라우마
Signed you up
교정실에
for the
오빠를
Abyss
등록해놨어.
Trauma Correctional Facility at Epcot. I have no idea what that is, but it doesn't sound good.
이 말을 듣고 일주일
If
내에
you don't visit
방문을
the
해서
facility
서류를
within 1
접수하지
week
않으면
after attending this will reading,
그쪽에서 오빠를
they
찾으러
will come to
직접
take you
방문할
in.
거야.
Good lord. What?
오빠의 마음이
I
건강해질
truly
수
hope
있길
that your heart will be
진심으로
healed,
빌게.
dear brother.
말도 안 돼.
No. That's absolute nonsense. How the hell am I supposed to get to M Corp in a week?
물론 오빠를 위해
Of course, I have already
NSFW
prepared a
여권도
warp
준비되어
train
있으니
ticket.
걱정은 마.
To M Corp for you, so please don't worry about travel fees. Kathy, I'm sending you to I don't want to know what city rehab looks like, though. However, oh, actually, no, he deserves the warp train. Let Hindley suffer on the warp train.
내 손에 집어쳐.
This is a load of shite. Should another instance of disturbance
또다시 소란이 일어나
to the
집행을 멈추게 된다면
execution of this will occur,
이번에는 경고
we will
없이
take forceful action without
무력을
warning.
행사하겠습니다.
이것들이
This is very similar to when we told Roger to like bonk people over their head when they interrupted speaking, but you know, fixers, not us. How dare you plebs.
그리고
And you,
히스클리프
Heathcliff.
집으로 온 걸 환영해.
Welcome home.
캐시.
Cathy.
이 저택에
Once the seventh strike of lightning falls upon this manor,
그 후엔
my golden bow
황금가지가 네 것이 될 거야.
shall be yours. Huh? The mere mention of the golden bow suddenly intensifies the sensation I felt earlier. I definitely sensed the golden bow was located somewhere within this manor. But I already figured that the golden bow was somewhere in here. I've known that ever since we stepped foot into this manor. Yet I couldn't quite pinpoint its exact location
내가
because
소유한 그 황금가지를
I will leave my
너에게
golden
줄게.
bow to you,
히스클리프.
Heathcliff.
황금 가지를
Golden bow?
저택이나 가문도
Was
아닌
her personal
개인이
property?
소유하고 있었다고요?
Not even her estates or her families, just her?
벼락.
Seventh
일곱
strike of lightning? What do you think she
무슨 말을 하는
means?
것일까요?
It's not a golden bow.
뭐라는 거야?
What the bloody hell's that supposed to mean? What? There's more than one here.
단테, 괜찮으신가요?
Dante, are you alright? There's a second golden bow in this manor.
그딴 말 말고
No, this isn't what... Oh, what?
돌아와 캐시.
Back, Kathy, please.
내 말에 한 번만 들어줘.
Hear my voice just this once, Kathy!
정말이야 내일이 정말 유령을 봤다니까.
Dear, so Nelly, this room is haunted. I saw a
또
ghost.
그런다.
Tidy, Catherine!
두들 옆에서 빨래대에 널어놓을 거라고 했잖아요.
Again with this, Miss
아저씨.
Kathy. What did I say? I told you I would thrash that evil ghost and hang them to dry on the rack.
유령 같은 건 없어. 맨날 거짓말만 한다니까.
Ghosts aren't real. She's such a big liar.
거짓말 아니라.
I'm not lying.
미안하다 얘들아. 많이
I'm
기다렸지.
sorry, children. Have you been waiting long?
아빠, 내 바이올린은요?
Dad, where's my violin?
내 엑스사 맞는
What about my X-Corp all-purpose wrench? No, children. I brought an orphan instead.
바이올린도
Again, I'm
내시경
sorry. I
보러
did not have the room for the
나만
violin
손이
or the
없었거든.
wrench.
왔어. 남은 손?
What room?
아우,
What's that?
안고 있는 그 더러운 자루 같은
What's
건
that dirty
뭐야?
rag? Ew.
이 날씨에서
Oh,
길거리에서
look at
죽어가고
the
있었단다.
tidy Heathcliff.
또 없던 모양이야.
I found this child dying alone in the streets of Liverpool. Would it be UCorp? Would UCorp be Liverpool because it's on the docks? He was without parents or a home. The boy would surely have died in weather like this.
그래서 나는
So
우리
what?
집에 이런
I don't want that
거짓말쟁이를
gross,
같이
dirty
있기
kid living here.
맞아.
Yeah, I want my violin. Throw that thing out. City pool. Unshot, you are rich, but you can't pop up.
뭘 봐?
What are you gawking at?
바이올린 내놔. 바이올린.
Violin! I want my violin!
근데 아빠,
Papa,
얘는 왜
why was he
길거리에
all alone
있었어요?
in the streets?
이 아이에게는 아무도
Because
없기
there wasn't anyone to
때문이거든.
take care of him.
불쌍하게도.
Poor child.
뒷골목에는 그런 아이들이
There are other
간혹
children
보이지.
like him in the back streets.
부모도 없고
No
친척도
parents or
없고.
relatives to look after them.
집도 없는
No
아이들
homes to
말이야.
shelter them.
그럼 얘한테는 이제 뭐가 있는 거예요?
Man Liverpool or Liverchester. Bro just wanted his violin instead. He got a Heathcliff. Then, what does he have now?
이제부턴
Well, Kathy,
우리와
now he's got
그리고
us to look
이
after
집이
him.
있는 거지.
And this place as his home.
싫어.
No! I don't want that ugly
그런 거
thing!
아니야.
그럼
So you're
오빠는
saying
버리는
that you
거구나?
don't want to have him, right?
바람이 불고 있나 봐. 저택에 또 울음소리가 들려.
I approve of this Kathy design. Wind's howling. I can hear something wailing. Its cry echoing through the manor halls.
그렇네요. 창문은 닫으세요,
I hear it too, miss. Close the windows, and there's a nip in the air outside.
기억나세요?
Do you remember still?
아가씨가 어렸을
As a
때
child, you were
바람 소리만
terrified
들으면
of these howling winds.
무섭다고 칭얼거리 유령이 보인다
He
그러지 않나?
basically, yes, he took a dog. he took a feral dog off the streets, and that dog's name was Heathcliff. Kathy gets to keep the scruffy orphan. Yeah, she does. That's that you're seeing ghosts. Nellie,
지금도 난 보이는 걸.
I see them still.
아가씨,
Miss, you've grown far too weak ever since Heathcliff departed the
아가씨는 너무
manor.
허약해지셨어요.
That is why you're
그러니까
seeing
어른이
things.
되어서도 헛것이나 보는.
괜찮아, 넬리.
Is that right, Nellie?
이젠 유령이 무섭지 않아.
I no longer fear the ghosts,
모든 두려움은
because all fear stems from the ignorance of its origin.
히스클리프는 어디에 있는 걸까?
Where do you suppose he is? Heathcliff?
아가씨, 이제
Miss,
그에게 남은 것이
he doesn't have anything
내가
left.
전부일 텐데.
I am everything he has. Nellie didn't age. Yeah, the fact that Nellie has no difference in age is wild. That's just butlers for you. They're frozen in time. Riddles. Sorry. Wah, wah, wah. Look, I brought a child. Tiny Heathcliff is very cute, though.
어떻게 된
Look at
거야?
this little dirty
잠깐 동안 엄청
boy. I would like to give it a
신나했잖아.
bath. What do you think of Limbus, Kathy? I think she's good. She's a bit... She's not book accurate, I'll tell you that much. But then I haven't seen much of her. Kathy was as toxic, if not worse, than Heathcliff at times. But we've only seen a little bit of her. So I don't know. It's hard to judge. So far, so good. What just happened? Everything went dark for a sec. I think the lightning caused a brief power outage. The power's back though.
방금 보였던 그 장면 역시
What we just saw were
캐서린 씨의 기억이죠?
Catherine's memories, right?
그런 것 같아.
I think so.
이전과 같은 황금가지의 영향으로 볼 수 있습니다.
As it has been in the past, such occurrences can be attributed to the influence of the Golden Bough.
그리고 잠깐만. 여기
Hold on. This is... Obviously, do not tell me if I'm even remotely close to this. No, probably not. I don't know. Her Golden Bough. Does the Golden Bough have to resonate with two people? Because every time we've gone in, it's been our sinner and someone they connect with. We've had Gregor and his mum, Roger and Eurobeat, whatever guy. There are two, so I don't know. Yeah, so if there's... Maybe that's not right. Maybe in this case there are two. One resonates with Heathcliff, one resonates with Kathy. Maybe. I don't know. Heathcliff did a magical girl transformation and is now wearing a city uniform. Hold on, this
아까
is...
걸어왔던 복도
Sonia, that's the one.
저희가 방금
Golden Bows can
아니야?
can resonate to only one person. Okay. But does that person need to be triggered into it? Do they need their trauma triggers? I don't know. Just a thought. This is the corridor we walked through earlier, isn't it? This isn't where we were before the power outage. I don't see Hindley or Linton anywhere either. Oh my word. What just happened? But we didn't, like, take a step or anything, did we? Are we already in a dungeon? Has the manor already turned into a dungeon and we just didn't realise?
발걸음을 뗀 자는 없었어.
I do not believe that any of our fellows have moved.
아, 그렇다면
Maybe the real
문제인 건
golden bough is
우리가
the
아니라
friends we made
이
along the way.
집이라는 이야기군요.
The golden bough is definitely the trauma we felt along the way. If we were standing still, then I suppose this means that the house has moved.
뭐 아는
어,
거 없어 넬리 씨?
Know anything about this, Nelly?
저도
I haven't the slightest idea.
저택에 온 것도 정말 오랜만이거든요.
I have been away from this manor for many years myself. I seldom have any reason to return ever since Miss Catherine married Mr. Linton and left this place to live with him.
고인이 된 캐서린이라는 분이
Catherine, the deceased. Didn't someone mention that she purchased this manor, Wuthering Heights? Yes, indeed. But she did not immediately move here after the purchase. Oh, now that you mention it, I see some changes have been made to this manor since I was gone. Yeah, I meant manor, not mirror. Nellie was probably referring to the numerous exposed cables, holes and cracks that seemed to have been painted over. Had I been chief butler in this manor, I would not have let such slovenliness slide. But
저택을 개조하려고 한
maybe she
걸까요?
was trying to make modifications to the manor.
보통 부자들은
Is
저택에
it
사서
normal
입맛을
for
맞게
rich
개조하는
folks to
경우가
buy a whole manor and modify it to their liking?
머리 스타일을 바꾸는 정도의
I'd say it's kind of
느낌일까요?
like changing your hairstyle once in a while.
계속 같은 머리로만 있으면
Maintaining the exact same style of
지겨워지니까요.
hair for too long gets pretty boring, you know. Just rich people things.
아하.
Oh, so that's how it
정만한
is.
사람들에게는 그 정도의 느낌이구나.
Casual full-on house remodeling is like for rich folks, I see.
비스클리프.
That was a very fun interaction. Heathcliff?
너한테 뭐라고 위로해야 할지도
I hardly
모르겠지만
know what to tell you. I do not know what words could possibly comfort you right now. Gotta love Hong Lu and his money! And Roger's, like, glaring side-eye, like, fuck the rich. God damn it. Roger learning how rich folks work, and she just did not like it.
캐서린 아가씨의 죽음을 믿지 않는다고 했던
But what you said about Miss Catherine's death, and how you didn't believe she was truly dead. What?
그 말을 듣고 나도 다시 생각을 해봤는데
I gave that idea some thought,
어느 정도는
and I
동의해.
agree. To an extent.
뭐?
What? Heathcliff's pupils suddenly dilated.
아직 캐서린
Even I-
아가씨의 시신을 본 적 없어.
I haven't seen Miss Catherine's body.
아가씨가 돌아가셨다는 린튼
I was so
주인님의
beside
말을 듣고
myself when Master Linton
너무
told me
경험이
of Miss
없는
Catherine's
나머지
passing
제대로 확인해 볼 생각도
that I did not
못했으니까.
even care to verify it with my own eyes.
네가 하려는 말은 그러니까
So what you're trying to say here is
그러니까
is
그런
it
거야?
really what I think it is? You say Miss Cathy might still be alive? Yeah, mirror music. It's interesting. Are we in a mirror domain?
혹시나 하는 거야.
Nothing but suspicion at this
캐서린
point.
아가씨 성격 알잖아.
Besides, you know how Miss Catherine can be.
고집이라면 누구에게도
Stubborn as
지지
a mule, sometimes doing things so unexpected
섬뜩할
that they're almost
정도로
threatening.
예측 불가능하게
Okay,
버리시기도
with
하니.
that one line. Correct, Catherine.
난 사실 이 장례식도
Honestly, I
어쩌면
even
아가씨의
wondered if this
끔찍한
whole
장난일
funeral
수도 있겠다는
business
생각까지
was an
했다니까.
awful, elaborate jest from the miss.
그래도 확실한 건 유언장은
What's
틀림없이
certain is,
아가씨의
however,
편지였다는 거야.
that the will was undeniably in her own handwriting.
그리고 린튼 주인님은
And Master Linton,
캐서린
he
아가씨가 돌아가신 이후에도
never once stopped making modification to the manor,
이 저택의 개조를 멈추지
even
않았어.
after Miss Catherine passed.
린튼
Bastard
새끼가
Linton.
이 짓거리들을
Made these
했다고?
modifications to the manor. Yes.
가까이에서 본
I haven't gotten a
적도
good look at this
의도를
place,
물어본
nor did I
적도
personally
없구나.
ask him of his motives, but
적어도
it is
이곳에서
quite
무슨 일이
evident
일어나거나
that something
혹은
is to
일어났다는 게
transpire here, isn't it?
분명하지 않을까?
Or that something has already happened. If Cathy wasn't dying in the book, she would certainly do a fake funeral to make Heath come. She would! She 100% would! That is a Catherine MO.
진짜
Bollocks.
어떻게 돌아가는 거야?
I don't understand any of this.
유언장에 적힌
What do you think the
벼락이
lightning
의미하는
in her will is about?
말 그대로 벼락이 여러 번 치는 걸 의미하는 건 아닐까요?
So wild thought. Wild take here. You know what other fictional book has well, no, not even fictional book. Fictional classic series, because it's the movie that popularized the lightning, not the book. What if Kathy's making herself a Frankenstein body? So when there's 7 strikes, her Frankenstein body will be charged and she'll be able to give Heathcliff the golden bow. Her golden bow that she made and is using to power her Frankenstein body. Are you suggesting that she knew we would arrive precisely under this weather and on the day of her funeral? Unless she moonlighted as a renowned prophet, I don't see that happening. Tiresias?
아무도 모르지.
You know, I don't even understand what Miss Catherine's trying to do here with that will. Frank Catherine! Yeah!
죽은 사람의 의도를 알 수 있겠어.
Right, we can't even know the will of the dead. Oh,
아니면
perhaps there is something, a clue to be found in Miss Catherine's room?
아가씨는 결혼하신 후에도
She did visit Wuthering Heights from time to time, even after her marriage to Master Linton.
너도 기억나지?
Don't you remember, Heathcliff?
아가씨는
Miss Catherine? Yeah,
수수께끼 내는 걸 좋아했지.
she always liked riddles.
반면에 너는 머리 쓰는
Not
걸
like you, who
싫어해서
preferred a more
다 부숴버리고
direct
했고.
approach, which involved smashing everything to pieces.
나중엔 무지 혼났어.
Got me in plenty of trouble for trying brute force problems without even trying to think about the intent. A faint smile appeared on Heathcliff's face as he seemed to recall a fond memory.
그렇다고 지금은 잘 풀 수 있어.
I don't know if I've gotten any better at it since. Luckily, you have friends that hold the brain cell for you, so you stay there with the bat. Just bring the brain-celled friends. But the heavy, somber expression soon returned. I guess our next order of things is to find where that room is. Oh my gosh, I am so tired. Wow. The corridor. There's not a lot of fighting in this one, which I'm happy with. This is fine. I like... Oh no, I don't want to fight. What if I just want to exist? Rodion would be bribed by Scooby Snacks. Yes, that does make Rodion our Scooby. So who's everyone else?
이런 임무는 뱀 중에서도
Nellie's our Fred right now. Nellie's the leader.
바다 곳곳에 피가 난자하군.
I espy blood everywhere on the floor.
좋은 일이 벌어졌던 건 아니겠네. 분명히.
I doubt anything nice went down here, that's for sure.
좋은 사람만 있는 것도 아닐
No
테지.
doubt there's anyone nice down here. Either, look.
물러나라고 이 개.
Back off, you dogs! Have you an inkling of who I am? Speak plainly, Hingley. What have ye done to this manor?
진짜. 나도
That wasn't right. Faust would be Velma. Heathcliff, Daphne! Yes, 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 yes. Els, I do not know. I'm just as lost as you are. Nellie, get these brutes off me!
너희들 이곳에서 뭘 하고 있는
What are you all doing here? My, if it isn't Nellie, a vagabond child and this gang of uninvited guests.
그가 데려온 우리한테
Is-
하는 얘기야?
Is she talking about us? Joseph asking people to speak plainly. What on earth is happening? Joseph did do that, I think, but, you know. Hinley being scrappy too. Yes.
조세핀.
Josephine,
이상해지고 있는
something
것
is
같아.
terribly
뭐
wrong
아는
with
거
the
없어?
manor. Is there anything you know about this?
워더링 하이츠는 언제
Wuthering
나가고
Heights has always been like this. More importantly, how dare you bring those louts to this place? Mistress would have had ye whipped. Had she been here to witness this desecration?
우린 아무것도 몰라. 불이 나갔다가 들어오니까
We are in the dark as much as you are. Everyone was displaced when the lights flickered. Besides, what is this noise? How are you still unaware? The dead rabbit louts and the butlers are battling in all corners of this manor, ripping and tearing and biting. Oh, what I wouldn't give to have them kill each other until they all lay dead.
교전?
They're fighting, but why?
벼락이 치고
After the lightning struck,
다시 빛이
after the
들어왔네.
lights flickered,
새들의 빛은 놈들이
the dead
갑자기
rabbit
달려들어.
suddenly charged at us.
신들리.
Inly, that fool must be scheming to take over our manor.
그게 무슨
What in the blazes?
워더링 하이츠가
Do you fail to hear the voice of Wuther and Heights? The voice of the mistress!
애들 내비친 놈들이 그러는
What the
거랑
bloody
나랑
hell
무슨 상관이야?
do these out-of-control dead rabbits have to do with me? I haven't even given them any orders!
넬리,
Nilly, is there something you can do to de-escalate this? I'd rather not get involved in something like this.
조세핀이랑 저 버틀러들은
Josephine and those
한때
butlers,
흰들리를 따랐던 자들
didn't
아니야?
they serve Hindley once?
저들은 워더링 하이츠 직속 버틀러예요.
Their service to Wuthering Heights and Wuthering Heights... Their service is to Wuthering Heights and Wuthering Heights only.
이들은 엄연히 말하면
Strictly speaking,
저와는
Josephine
다른
and her
계약으로
butlers
이어진
are
버틀러들이죠.
bound to a contract different from mine.
가문의 특정
I am
사람과
contracted
계약한
with a
저와는
specific person
다르게
within the
이들은
family,
저택과 토지 자체에
while they
기술된
are
버틀러였어.
contracted with the manor and estate itself.
아니 뭐 부잣집
Oh,
해결사로
okay.
일해서 돈 벌겠다는
I get
건
wanting to work for a
알겠는데
rich family to make
그렇게
yourself
복잡하게
dough,
묶여
but
있으면 집이나
is such a
땅에 묶인
complicated
해결사들은
contract
무슨
worth it for
득이 있는
butlers
건데?
who are bound to the manor and its land?
그것은 계약 조건에
That
따라
depends on the
다릅니다.
terms of the contracts.
특정 기간이나 조건이 만족될 때까지 버틀러로서의 근무를 마치면
Once they have completed their duties as butlers, which may be over at a set period of time or over specific conditions stipulated in the contract,
해결사의 급수를 올릴 수 있거나
they may be able to raise their fixer grades or gain
양도받을
rights
권리를
to
얻기도
certain valuable assets tied to the land
그게
itself.
참 아이러니한 게 저들처럼
Therein lies the
저택
irony.
버틀러는
Butlers bound to the
제대로
manor
버틀러 일을
and
물려받게
estates
돼요.
often inherit
그건 마치
their
관성적인
parents'
거였어.
careers and contracts. Sometimes it continues for generations upon generations,
최초엔 어떤 계약으로
until the initial
시작했는지
contract is
모르겠죠.
eventually forgotten.
아?
Huh?
그쯤이면 계약을
Really?
다 까먹었겠다.
What if they forget what the contract was even about? Still,
그리고 계약은
the
계속
contract isn't
이어졌어요.
voided merely because
이걸
people stop
어기면
remembering it.
영문동물을 둥지에서
Breaking it
금지
may
사냥을
invite
했다가
the taboo hunters from an unexpected nest or fixers from the Oif Association we had the pleasure of meeting earlier.
그리고 조세핀 저자는
And that Josephine is
옛날부터
obsessed
돌아가신
with following the
마님
long
말고는
dead
누구도
mistress's
따르지 않으려고
orders
하죠.
and won't listen to anyone else. Hello, real sleepy boy. I am a real sleepy girl. Hello.
잘 아는군. 그러니
You know me well, Nelly. Well enough to get out of me way while I remain courteous.
우리 워더링 하이츠를 가로치려는
Do not get in me way of punishing this rat-a-dead scheme to take our Wuthering Heights from us.
그래 우린
Sure,
그냥 아무
sure
일
thing,
없는
we'll
것처럼
just
지나가자.
go, okay? Let's just pretend we didn't see anything. Heathcliff.
문을 잠가 버릴 거다, 히스클리프.
I'm locking the door now,
너는 이
Heathcliff.
안으로 들어올
You don't
자격이
deserve to
없으니.
come indoors. British person Kane Canto 6 is a canon event. Yeah! I remember this.
너 같은 게
Do you really think
우리
that
가족들이랑
a thing like you
같이
deserves
식탁에
to
앉을
sit in
자격이
next to our
있다고
family?
생각하니?
To dine along with us?
헛건이 얌전히
Stay put in the barn.
만약
If I see you
거실에
wandering in the
허락 없이
living room without my
내려왔다면
permission,
나한테
I'll...
걸림.
I hear Hindley's voice echoing from Heathcliff's memories. Uh-oh. This revenge may not be so difficult after all. We just had to pretend we didn't see anything. Leave Hindley behind and have Josephine and her butlers take care of him for us. Even if he doesn't put up a fight, there's no telling how he could hold out against all of them without backup. I could feel Heathcliff turning slightly to look in my direction. I'm sure he's thinking the same thing as I am.
시계대가리
No,
네
Clockface.
생각처럼 하진 않을 거야.
I won't leave him to die. You won't?
그래,
I won't.
캐시는
That's Kathy.
힘들리 저 자식을 버리고 가는 걸 원하지
Wouldn't have wanted me to abandon that sod to die by their hands. Not like this. Fascinating. Josephine wanting to kill Hindley is fascinating. That's far from the books. Joseph was probably one of the most loyal to Hindley for a very long time. But then, there's a lot less sexism in the city than there is in Victorian England or whatever time period it was set. Because Josephine is loyal to Kathy by the looks of it, rather than Hindley. Loyal to the estate, loyal to whoever owns the estate, and who owns the estate is Kathy. So that makes sense. Heathcliff's season ID did say something here, but I can't remember. I don't know. So it's a little interesting. The twist here is fun. And like I said, the twist... I haven't read the book, so I can't say. I read the book on stream. I think a few years ago now. So I can't help but compare a lot of those. Josephine is more loyal to Kathy's mum, Hindley's wife. But if that's the case, then sure... Is that the mistress she's talking about? Not Kathy, Kathy's mum? Or, like I said, maybe... Where's Hareton in all this? Where is Hindley's child? I have so many questions. There's things missing that I don't know where they are. The old mistress. Which, like I said, technically would have been Hindley's wife before she died and he went into alcoholism. But maybe the mistress before that. Fascinating. I think Limbus Wuthering House takes place in the middle of the book. That is the vibe I'm getting. We've had all the childhood stuff. Oh, it kind of does and it kind of doesn't, is the thing. Like I said, the biggest difference right now is the fact no kids. No, Hareton was born already at this point. Hareton was born before Nellie went over to work for Linton, because she looked after Hareton quite a lot before, because Hindley was so unhinged after his wife died that he tried to kill Hareton multiple times as a baby. Nellie had to hide this kid around the house so that his dad wouldn't murder him. It was awful. If we have Kathy and Kathy 2, can Kathy's mum be Kathy 5.0? Bruh, honestly, it's terrible. It's such a wild book. So, yeah, Hareton should be around at this point, even if we are middle of the book. Also, like I said, the biggest difference is the Heathcliff's only just found out about Kathy marrying Linton, and he didn't run away until that was already, like, established that it was going to happen, and that was like a big trigger for his whole revenge plot. So the fact that he's only finding out about it now is also fascinating. I'm very interested in the direction they're taking this. Corridor 2! Electric Boogaloo!
이런 임무는 뱀 중에서도 내가 제일이지.
Oh, just fighting through it. Who's my favorite sinner? My favorite sinner is... used to be Rodian. Until Canto 4. Now it is Yisang. I love Yisang. I love my wet cat who's trying to be more social and friendly. I'll tell you my thoughts at the end of the Canto. I would love to hear thoughts at the end of the Canto. Anyone who's on the Discord, when I get to the end of the Canto, please feel free to just, like, dump your thoughts into the Limbus channel Obviously, at the end of the Canto, no spoils. Same. He's my emo brother. We love our emo brother. He's trying to come out of his shell, and I'm so proud of him. I love him. I want to adopt this wet cat. I would like to wrap him up in a towel. Swaddle the kitty. You should get Heathcliff leveled, because there's going to be fixed. Yes, I do need to do that. I do need to, you know, grind in this game. Also, I should consider getting a different Heathcliff ID. Because, obviously, my Heathcliff ID right now is the full stop Heathcliff ID, which is not going to serve me too well. It's good, but, you know, any kind of long, drawn-out fight, he disappears, so... I need to figure out how to deal with that. I have some logistics to deal with. There's you can't name last, you can't. Because I remember when we were doing Ishmael, last one, I couldn't use the support ID for Ishmael. It wouldn't let me. So I need to do it. You didn't get Hong Lu? Diabolical. I have Hong Lu. Look at him there. Yowie buff. I do! I have Hong Lu as well. I have both full stop characters. So I suppose I could swap out Heisho Hong Lu for actual Hong Lu. For full stop Hong Lu. So that I can get the Yowie buff. But at the moment I have a lot of Heisho and they do the Heisho cool stuff. Heisho Heathcliff, since you're using Heisho. That's true. I could try get Heisho Heathcliff. No, I can't now, can I? Because I can't shard him anymore. Because he was last season. So I can't get Heisho Heathcliff. I would have to get it from the last couple seasons. Hello, chicken strips. Full stop duo is so handsome. Oh, we love our men in dapper suits. They both look so good. Cutcliffe has grown to one of my favorites. I am sad that I didn't manage to get Sinclair and Heathcliff. Sinclair, Heathcliff, Mersal, and Altis I can get still. I want to like collect the Heishos because I can. Because I have so many of them. Why not complete the set, you know? Don't get Heathcliff. He actually do in Rupture. He do. He poo-poo. Better in Burn. I don't really know about tactics too much. I'm just going with cool IDs and running with it. For now. Until it forces me to think about these things. Can't I just go with, but he looks cool team? Oh, hey Josephine! There is no Mersalt Heisho. Why is there no Mersalt Heisho? There needs to be. I demand it. Exactly, we need to feed Heisho Hong Lu. I need to see every single team attack that we can get. One day we'll get... Oh, Canto 7 bleed teams. That's a good point. Last time, I couldn't shard any of the Canto 7 IDs last time because obviously they were blocked because of the season we were on, but now I can! I need to start actually playing this game again. And not just on stream. You know, grinding like I'm supposed to. Yay, stuff! Right, we've only got about 10 minutes or so. Catherine! Look how far we come. Let's see how far we've come. Why is our progress logged? Interesting. Heathcliff actually has 3 cross-dressing IDs. Let's have a quick look at our dispenser and what maybe I should aim for our Heathcliff. So obviously we've got like last one, but none of those are Heathcliff. So we've got no. I want this. I want this so bad. I want the index. Thumb Sinclair to passive Heathcliff power. I should learn how to do that. Wild Hunt is probably one of the better ones, yeah. Kurokuma Heathcliff. Titty Heathcliff! Titty Heathcliff. So I can't get any of these ones, cause. So, what have we got options-wise in here? Not too much. Kurokuma. Titty Heathcliff. Titty Heathcliff. Titty Heathcliff. Titty Heathcliff. You need Wild Hunt for Canto 6. I didn't mean bad, I just meant... I mean, for this Canto, it should be Wild Hunt. But aren't I gonna get, like, spoilers, technically, if I use Wild Hunt Heathcliff? It's this one, right? Interesting. Who was the event for this one? But I wanna read. That's why I avoided Pre-Quad Captain Ishmael, because I didn't wanna. I didn't wanna get spoils. Just avoid spoils. If you want charge, multi-crack, or W thinking, Wild Hunt, Bleed, Kurokuma, Rupture 7, I guess. Poise, full stop. Maybe I should be looking to support my Poise team more. Maybe that's what I should be doing. Let's go for another team. Oh yeah, this is my, like, Letter Corp team. Cause I got this guy. And I got this guy. Now I just need to find some more poises. They have spoiler extra dialogue on bosses. It's okay if you don't read the story, but it's kind of jarring to use the bad end ID in the Canto. That's kind of how I feel. Like, I know you guys want me to use it, but I don't know. One Who Shall Grip wasn't too bad because I felt like we kind of... There wasn't even that much, like, spoil to that. It was quite easy to see. It wasn't Sinclair becoming their enemy. It was just generally what Sinclair could have done, maybe. Rather than particularly becoming their enemy like they seem to in the bad end IDs. Yeah, I don't really want to use Wild Hunt Heathcliff if I can help it. So I might go with either trying to get the full stop to work with Sinclair's thumb passive, or grab Titty Heathcliff. The index ID can be considered as poise. Index IDs can be considered as poise IDs, you say? Yay! That makes me very happy. So I might need to do some research into poise stuff. But Ziki, thank you. Oh, we got here. You're not. Are you? Oh, I don't know what people do. What do people do? That's a rupture ID. Most of the Heishos are, so that makes sense. Absolute prize art. Index Dawn is poised. I need Index Dawn in my life, but I don't have Index Dawn. I don't have much Dawn. I'm not gonna lie to you. Are you poised? Bind. And you're not poised. Tremor. Yeah. Wild Hunt does have an uptight story for pre and... I do want to get Wild Hunt. Like, I do want to get pre-quad Ishmael. I'd like them for the lore. I don't want them for the thing. Sync is poise? I just need to, like, actually level it up, because currently it's not leveled. There we go. So, I have this for Ryoshu, which is Tremor Bleed, so it's not really useful. Why not shard them? I will bot that I don't like the name of. But that requires me to actually grind, and I will do that at some point in my life. What did that dish one? Sinking. Fun fact. I can't tell you this fun fact because it'll be spoiler. Ah, that sink's done isn't poised, but the other sinks are just not done. Fuck's sake. I don't have Nelly Ryoshu though. Obviously, that's the only Ishmael I've got at the moment. Diva. Rupture. Kurakumo is bleed, usually. Hey, that's got a poise skill. Yay! Kurakumo Ryoshu, you're in. This, you're out. You're out, you're out. Shake it all about. I'm trying to create a poise team. I don't have Maid Ishmael. We got Mola. What's 7? That feels like it should be paralyzed. Rupture. I don't have Maid Ishmael. Tremor, obviously. And charge, obviously, because it's W Corp. Anyway, that was a nice little kill of time because it's time to end the stream. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. Thank you, everyone in chat. Thank you, anyone lurking. Thank you, anyone who watches the VOD. I really appreciate you coming. No matter which way you decided to enjoy said stream. I have to do a small apologize. I will not be streaming for a small bit. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, the 7th, 8th, and 9th, I won't be streaming. I normally do, but I won't because of the reasons that I stated in the Discord a while ago. That the family kitty is sick and, yeah, she won't be around much longer. And I'm going to be very sad those days and not in a very good, mental state to stream. So, I will be back at the earliest on the 15th. With some reading of some stuff. Some King Arthur. Until then, like I said, if you have not already, please give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. If you've done that, go on Twitch, give that a follow as well. That would be lovely. If you've done that, join the Discord. If you've done that, go to my website, www.bradywesmith.co.uk, and go check out all the wonderful things I've done. I've written books, I've made games, I've done audiobooks. I've done a lot, and you should check it all out. But for now, I had fun. I hope you had fun. This has been Brandy Westmith, live in the Forbidden Library. Goodbye.